turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The Chargers have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Giants going up against the Chargers. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the San Diego Chargers. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Corey Legion is rapidly making a name for himself as a defensive tackle. Knows how to penetrate upfield and disrupt plays in the backfield.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin, well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
So 2nd and 10 here. Allen, the man in motion left. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And the defense for New York.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is one of those tall corners that fools you with his ability to change directions. DRC can play.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Ready. You ready? Like 5-4, like 5-4.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And this is caught at the 8. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He's got time. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. So after the INT, it's Manning surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On play action, now Manning. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning, and complete to Lewis over the middle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now Benjamin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here we go. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, easy. Check safety. Check safety. Hey, kill. Check 43. Here we go. Safe. Hey, like that.
Now Breeze. Rivera's got it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Lambo, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's a sloppy beginning for him. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start. And against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They run it again with Anderson. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there out of the running game. 30 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Third down now following the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. 2nd and 5. They'll come out in the pistol. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's complete right side to Benjamin. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be... Second and about a yard to go for the 1st. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
They come out here in the eye.
Like 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So they're operating in the red zone. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw is Breeze. Dancing to his left. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Ready. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 11. Hey, watch in.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Check 3. Sammy,
Now Breeze on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Manning to throw on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Big Joey Bosa. He gets sacks a variety of ways. That's his second one of this game, but he can get them with speed off the edge. He can get it with power, but his hands, I think he has such great hands that oftentimes he uses those either throw offensive guys away or show the hands and then get past them when they try and block him.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 58 yards. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Again, Anderson. And he's brought down after a good game. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after them because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. C.J. Anderson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now San Diego getting set to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They come out with one back and three tight ends.
Easy, yellow lady. Kill. 21. Sammy. Kill.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day?
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ready. Like 5-5. Like 5-4. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and they just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. 10 yards still left on second down. Here's Anderson, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, it's Manning.
Let's just go ahead and go back to that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Returning, it's Benjamin. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second down following the run. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a big conversion there on third down, and I remember playing, and all the time on the sidelines, you hear a coach calling for the punt team to get ready on third down, because you can't call for it on fourth down. It's too late getting on the field. So a lot of times you're lining up, and the offense can see you lining up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Oh, he fakes a spike. Under pressure, they got him again. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. One receiver left. That's Allen. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On second down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And quickly, they get to the line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Chargers. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chargers a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
On first down, Breeze. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's asking. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. First down is Breeze. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Damon Harrison getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down.
Here we go.
Play action. Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On play action, now Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they're going to speed things up here. So they'll try again with Anderson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. To throw is Manning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. One receiver left, that's Allen. Breeze to throw on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Kill. Switch. Let's fight forward. Quick whip. Watch the whip. Over. He's crashing.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's complete right side to Benjamin. It's a pickup of 14 there. Good enough for a San Diego first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first and 10, here's Breeze. Benjamin with it over the middle. Give him 22 on that one. And the Chargers are going to have a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
What's left? Big stop, G. Let's fight forward. Right. Ready. Kill. Easy, kill. Kill.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
Check four.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Breeze is going to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. On first down, Breeze completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
He's got a man that's caught left sideline. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
This will be caught at about the 6. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
53. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check. Twist. Under. Shift. Here we go. Check 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Ready. Here we go. Check safety. Easy. Check 43. 12. Safe. Go down. Shift. 21.
Now Breeze got to have this one. His pass caught at the 4. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
In his own end zone, it's Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 55 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And how it turns out, it turns out. For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That escapes the sack. This will be caught at about the 3. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that ball did not travel 10 yards. It's a penalty. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up in an offset eye. They give it to Anderson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 3rd down, here's Lacy. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Manning indeed going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. In his career, he has a spell of 10 straight seasons, 4,000 yards or more. Only quarterback to do that. We're seeing more of it here in this one.
We better not take it for granted.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 99 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now San Diego getting set to go. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.